Yay! Down with dogs. Hey, we're back. We are back. Down with Dogs podcast with Courtney and Lauren. Thanks. If you're following us on YouTube, just a big shout out. Thank you for subscribing and commenting on the videos and watching us. Don't forget, we're also on TikTok too.
We are.
It's nice to have Lauren back. It has been one hell of a week.
Yes, it has.
We have to catch up at first. Cheers. Because we're going to do our little check-in. Things have been happening. Things are happening. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, I can't wait to get into this episode. This is going to be, by the way, 4th of July right around the corner. And so you're going to want to listen to the whole episode because coming up after our little check-in update, we're going to give you tips and tricks on keeping your dog safe and calm during the fireworks. All right.
The best that you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. So Lauren has had a very busy couple of weeks with her boy, Charlie.
Yes.
What the hell happened? Oh, wait. I'm going to tell you right now. Last episode, who's that girl that showed up at your house?
No,
you tell me who.
No, that wasn't the last episode. It was his birthday was the last episode.
Okay. Either way, this girl Lauren's new friend who's going to give me a run for my money when it comes to Charlie, one of Lauren's fur babies. You can see what he looks like on TikTok, and I want him.
She does.
Apparently brought over a new kind of treat. We're not sure this is what happened, but her dogs got treats and all the love, and this girl was so much better than me. She probably is, let's be honest.
I never said that.
Charlie's ass exploded. He's been sick ever since.
He has. It's been quite a few weeks with diarrhea and vomiting at my household.
I hate that for you.
It was awful. And I felt so badly for my little boy because he's such a sweet boy. And it was just.
And this was something new for him because, it's not new for my dog to have vomiting and bile and all that. It's not. She called me up in a panic and I'm like, isn't it nice to have a friend whose dog always has these issues?
Yeah. So he,
what happened? So you have visitors and treats and all that.
Well,
and usually it's Linda Lou's fault.
I was going to say Linda Lou also brought over a cake for his birthday. So
okay, well maybe it's Linda Lou, but I think we need to give Linda Lou a little slack.
Okay, we'll give Linda Lou. You know, my mother's never responsible for it.
All right. So then what happens? Like all of a sudden he has diarrhea or vomiting. Which happened first?
The diarrhea happened first.
Okay.
And it wasn't like every 5 minutes or anything like that, but it was like a lot.
Okay.
It was a lot.
Oh my God.
And so I immediately went on to the rice and chicken diet. I did.
I know you did.
And it didn't work. So
but how long did you do just rice and chicken?
I did it for like 2 or 3 days. And then you had said to go get the Pectolin.
Right.
So I went out and I got that and I started giving him the Pectolin.
Right.
And then
see, I thought you gave him a little bit of kibble after day 1.
No, I didn't. I didn't. It was after he started getting the Pectolin. I was like, okay, well, he didn't have diarrhea for like 2 days. So I thought, well, great. This is great. I'll give him
done.
Little handfuls of kibble and maybe some of his fresh pet. And he proceeded to have diarrhea. And that's when the vomiting started.
Yeah.
So then my vet friend, she's like, you have to put him on 4 small meals and it's got to be chicken and rice. And she brought over bread and she brought over pumpkin to help take care of him.
Yeah.
And he started to be on the mend. So I'm still doing that. We're on, I don't even know what day, but he had a normal poo the other day, which I proceeded to text my best friend at 6:30 in the morning.
At the crack of dawn. She's like, Charlie took a poo and it was perfect. I'm like, hey, listen, I get it. I take pictures of my dog's poo.
I almost was going to take a picture to send it to you.
You should have.
And so he hasn't had a poo since then, but we're starting to wean him off the rice.
Yeah.
And we are starting to put some little tiny bit of fresh pet in his food. And he's still on 4 small meals a day.
I really think, I know people feed their dogs twice a day. Some people do it once a day. I do think, think about it. You're going to eat 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day. I'm sorry. I think our dogs should always be on 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
I do. If you have time, if you're at work, you can't do it. But
right.
I don't think there's any problem with keeping your dog on 3 meals a day if you can do it.
I would agree.
And so he's doing great on that. So then here's what I was telling Lauren, because I've been through it like trillion times. Your dog has diarrhea. It's day 2. You're freaking out. You go to the vet, and the vet's going to tell you, bring me some poo because they might have parasites. Usually, in my experience, and my dog has never had the parasite. It's usually food related or gastro related.
Yes.
Anyway, they're going to tell you, bring a poop sample. Okay, you bring it. And then they're going to send you home and say, do rice and chicken if your dog can eat chicken. Mine can't, so it's just rice. But they're going to tell you to do that for 3 solid days. They're also going to give you anti-diarrheal medicine, which is the Pectolin that you can get. And I'll show you in a little while at whatever.
Petco. I picked it up at Petco.
Chewy. It's a lot cheaper than it's $100 at the vet for a pill that you have to then shove down your dog's throat.
Right.
To get them to stop having diarrhea.
And I would definitely say if you have a dog, having the Pectolin on hand is very important. It worked really, really well. He's not even on it right now, so that's good. But yeah, so that was my adventures in, here it is, Pectolin. And I to credit of Bolton Vet, who I know a lot of people go to Bolton Vet. When I first initially brought Ollie home, and that's when I found out that he had the reaction to beef products, I called Bolton Vet and I was trying to schedule an appointment, and they said, not yet, put him on chicken and rice. They didn't want me to bring him in until he had been on chicken and rice to rule out that it was like an allergy or
to the beef. Yeah. I will say that a lot of dogs have a chicken allergy and a beef allergy.
Yeah.
So, but you would know that. Anyway, 3 days. It's 3 days. If your dog has diarrhea and then like the next day they're feeling good and you're like, oh, it's been 24 hours. I'm going to give him his kibble. The diarrhea is going to come back. 3 days, bland diet, no treats. I think it'll be okay.
I also found at Big Y, I haven't tried it yet, but they sell a canned bland diet.
I'm sorry. When anybody says I get my dog food at a supermarket, I'm like, I have dog envy. I've never purchased dog food at a supermarket.
But it's like Dave's dog food, and it's called the bland diet. So I might try that next with him and see how that goes. But for right now, I'm just trying to keep things stable.
This is what I say. Don't rock the apple cart. Make your white rice at home. Whatever it is.
Don't upset the apple cart.
Rock it, upset it.
Don't rock the boat.
Don't rock the boat. Make your white rice, rinse it, make it extra mushy, and give him a little chicken. Mm-hmm. And then I would say that whatever canned food you found at the supermarket, why not keep it on hand for like an emergency?
Right.
So that if you need it, you need it. So anyway, Charlie's on the mend. And by the way, Jackson is my dog. Is doing great. Like he took a giant poop this morning. It was perfect.
This is what our lives are.
I called her up
dog poop.
8:00. I'm like, oh my God, it was so perfect today. He is now on, I still do the white rice every day. And I think he's probably going forward, going to just need that. But he's now on Purina EL, which is elemental for gastrointestinal problems. I love my vets. I have 2 working with me for my dog. One is an internal medicine vet. One's a regular vet. But neither one said, hey, you want to try Purina EL for gastro problems? No. They're like, try kangaroo, order camel, get yourself some ostrich. I did all that, okay? No, that's like ridiculous. If you're a dog owner, you're going to have to source an ostrich. I tried it, didn't work. Did my own research, came up with Purina EL. If you have a dog with a lot of gastro problems, look into it. You might like it.
Well, when I introduced the eggs, she's like, give him some egg whites. I'm like, okay.
Egg whites, yeah.
My house smelled like farts. My dog just didn't stop farting. Charlie was just so I'm like, oh my gosh, those gas is horrendous.
I know, but it is bland. And if your dog my dog's a chicken allergy, so I can't give him rice and chicken, but for some reason, he can do the egg whites.
Well, they also, when I did a little research online, they said that the egg whites actually have a soothing property to them. So that's important. But this kind of leads into our next kind of subject that we need to talk about, which is your first aid kit for your pets.
Well, no, it is. I like the first aid kit, but you want to talk about fireworks first? Because I think dogs get injured during the fireworks.
Yeah, we can do either or, whichever.
Ooh, I don't care. You know what? I think I like your little, you know what, Lauren? We're doing the first aid kit.
Segue.
Let's do it. Mm-hmm. Because before we move on to fireworks, you're right. Your dogs are going to get injured during the fireworks, or they could get injured or get out, whatever. First aid kits. Everybody should have one. I think we talked about it in one of our podcasts, have a first aid kit. What are your bag, a doggy diaper bag ready by the door in case
something happens.
Something happens. Okay.
So I think what I learned, even though she is the non-vet vet that has this huge kit,
huge first aid
I
kit.
am going to have pet Pectolin on hand.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, because I think it's important because you never know when your dog is going to have any kind of intestinal issues, along with any of these other issues that she has got a whole kit for.
Here's the thing with the pet Pectolin. It is like a vanilla flavor. When you go to the vet, and I can't remember if it's Serena, I don't remember the name of it. It's in here somewhere, but it's either beef or chicken flavored. So if your dog has a beef or chicken allergy and you give them a pill to stop the diarrhea that's beef or chicken, you're going to make matters so much more worse.
Absolutely.
If that was even a sentence. I don't know. So I would say the first thing in your medical kit, mine is excessive.
Hers is very excessive.
I have a little doggy extra. I would definitely go get it. It's called Pet Pectolin Anti-Diarrheal. It's a liquid. You just give them you just read the directions, a teaspoon or two liquid on their food, or in Jack's case, when he was really, really sick and he wasn't eating, I put it right in his mouth.
I put it on the bread. I take a little piece of bread, just a little piece, and put a little bit of the Pet Pectolin on it and gave it to Charlie.
Anti-diarrhea. The other thing I always have I've had these forever. You can get these anywhere. It's called Duox 3. They're wipes. They're like antibacterial, antifungal wipes. One is a foam, one is a wipe. If your dog has any type of skin, he's got a hot spot, grab it. Grab this foam. The hot spots works great for that. Any type of skin injury, do it. There you go. That's another thing. What else? Oh, this is for mommy. It's a shot. So it's an easy shot of Bailey's. I just leave a little nip in my, just in case. It's calm myself if there's an emergency.
So it's funny that you have that, because I was thinking about, with all the ticks and everything around, years back, Charlie had a little thing on his face.
Yep.
And I was like, it's like a little growth, whatever. And then he was sitting on my lap and I noticed that it was moving. It was a tick. And I was like, So I had a shot before I could take the tick off. So it's good to have a shot in your medical kit as well.
Well, then that leads me right into what else you should have. And I leave it in a little Ziploc bag. You can order these online. They're fabulous. It's a tick remover, and it's better than you getting tweezers or trying to pull a tick off yourself. And we're going to get a whole episode on ticks.
That, yeah.
But I don't know if you've ever seen one of these.
I have one.
They're perfect. It's like a little tiny spoon with a slot, and you just slip it right under the tick and lift the tick up, and it takes everything out, the head, the legs, and all. I would keep that in my medical kit too, just in case your dog has a tick and you have to remove it. Medical kits. Everybody needs a thermometer, but here's the problem. Make sure you don't mix up the thermometer with yours.
Yeah. Once it goes into your pet's pooper, you don't need it to be in your mouth.
And in line with that, I always keep a mini jar of Vaseline just because my dog sees me coming with a medical kit. He is like hiding. I'm like, I'm going to make it easy on you. I'm going to lube this up. Anyway, if you take your dog's temperature, it was 100 to 102.5 is normal. So don't freak out if your dog's temperature is 100 or 101. That's normal.
That's normal.
They run a little hotter than we do. But then my vet recently, when I was there, they're using, now they don't even put this in the pooper. They use the ones that you,
really?
Like you push a button on a person's forehead. That's what they're using. And they're doing it in the dog's groin area.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I have not upgraded yet. My dog will be happy when I upgrade because I literally chase them around. And if you're like, I always keep gloves, plastic gloves in my, just in case. It doesn't bother me to put that in without a glove. I'm fine. I would say that those are the top things you really should have.
Yes.
Something for diarrhea, something for any skin infections. Oh, wait. And one more. If you've not heard of Zymox products, it's called Zymox Otic Enzyme Solution for your dog's ears.
Oh,
you do not have to clean your dog's ears first. It works better on dirty ears. And you just do one. If you think your dog's brewing an ear infection, yeasty ears, this is all you need.
Well, I have ear wipes because Charlie's ears are so giant and he loves to get outside and roll around and then they get dirty and he hates those ear wipes so much.
You could just use this. I mean, this is literally, it's almost like a gel. So if your dog freaks out with the watery drops like my dog used to, this is a gel, 1 or 2 drops in there, and that's perfect for ear infections. So You've got your thermometer. You've got stuff for ear infections. You've got
You guys
stuff
have
for...
no idea how much more stuff she has.
Oh my God. I would go through this. If you wanted me to go through the whole thing.
We'll be here till the end of the day.
I won't. I mean, oh, wait. And then lastly, can I add one more?
Yes, you can add one more.
Everybody needs to have this. It's called Quick Stop Septic Powder. It stops bleeding instantly. If you're clipping your dog's nails and you clip the quick, you need this. But it also, like, my dog has broken a nail before, or if they're bleeding, you can put this on.
I do not cut my dog's nails because I don't have the skill. I have the wonderful Nicole Thatcher from Wags and Wiggles Mobile Grooming.
Well, good
and
for
she
you.
comes to my house and she cuts my dog's nails. It's $20.
I got enough bills. I don't need somebody to cut
I know. Well, I understand, but for me, I tried to cut Ollie's nails and he bit me. So I'd rather, keep bites at Nicole too, but
well, just make, and then lastly,
again,
no, if your dog ever has an issue, and this is what I do. So I remember, like for you and your new medical kit that you're going to get one of these days, you need to write diarrhea down. Like this sheet of paper. If my dog has a problem, I say, oh, diarrhea. What did the doctor tell me to do last time? Oh, ear infections. What do I got to put in it? The Zymox. And it has everything that I would need if my dog had one of those problems again. And I wouldn't forget. All right, I'm going to do my shot that was in my medical kit. And I think we should talk about fireworks because we are going into the 4th of July weekend. I know. My dog is great. And I will give you a little tip. Lauren is stressed out because her dogs literally stroke out like most dogs do.
Yep.
When my dog was a puppy and I brought him home, I don't know where I found this tip, but it was the best tip ever. I don't know if it would work. I mean, it probably could work with an older dog now if your dog is really afraid of fireworks. I read somewhere, take him to the car wash in the car. You're not like walking through the car wash with your dog without a car.
Let's hope not.
And I would take my dog once a week when he was a puppy for probably 6 months. I would go get my car washed. I'd make sure the dog was with me. I'd give him treats. All of the sounds and the car washing and the rain, I think that desensitized him right away because my dog has no problem with thunder, lightning, or fireworks.
Gracie and Charlie are terrified.
I know.
Terrified.
I know.
And I've tried everything under the sun.
And you call me crying.
I do. I'm exhausted. And I'll just tell a quick story about in my neighborhood, there is a family a few houses down from me, and they do this giant firework display. It's not like pew pew. It's like something you'd see at Disney.
On Disney?
Yeah, okay. Like they do the fireworks shows there.
Okay.
Anyway, so it was late for me because I'm, old. But it's still, I think you have to, it's fine if you want to have fireworks. I get it. You have kids, you want to have fun. It's a party. But be considerate of your neighbors. And like, people have to go to work. People have newborns. And not be shooting them off at 11 o'clock at night.
I know. There's a lot of pet parents that are like really stressed out this time of year just because of the fireworks. Yeah. I mean, I know. I had a Great Dane years ago. Lauren knows.
Yeah.
No matter what I did, the dog was freaking out. I eventually had to get drugs from the vet. And that poor dog, I would find him in the bathroom drooling. Yeah. I am less is more. I don't need to give the drugs.
Right.
Thank goodness my dog is fine.
Yep. So this family is setting off this firework display. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Did you call? I think you called me that night.
I was so upset because my dogs were in the bathtub.
They were on their own though. She didn't put
I don't put them in there. They climbed in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's it. I'm going down there and I'm going to tell them they need to stop it. I started walking down the street barefoot in my pajamas like a crazy person.
Typical Friday night for Lauren.
And my neighbor came out and he was like, hey, nope, go back in the house. It's okay. It's going to stop. It's like, so he kind of diverted me back in the house. But I was just livid. I'm like, I get it. Like I used to see fireworks when I was a kid too. But like, there's so many negative effects. Like if I have to put up with it for an hour, I can manage that. But when it's all night long
and 3 days long, it's never just one night. When it's 4th of July, starting probably tomorrow,
people will start.
It's going to be never ending fireworks for a whole week.
Oh no, for the entire month of July and August.
All right. So let's get to how to keep your dog safe. The very first thing I think is so important is that day that the fireworks are going to go off, you need to exercise your pet. Take them for a nice long walk, get them tired. In fact, I would do it an hour before the fireworks are going to go off so that they come home and they're super sleepy.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried the thunder shirt?
I have. It did not work.
Okay. Some people say it works. I don't know if it does.
It didn't work for my dog.
It's like a tight shirt you would put on your animal,
Yeah.
right? It's like a tight shirt.
Yeah.
So exercise is number one. Number two, I always tell you this too. Are your Lauren, she calls me crying the dogs. I go, are the air conditioners on? Is the TV on? Do you have some music playing so it sounds like a dance party? Like,
yes.
And that doesn't work either
No.
for you. They still hear it.
Yeah. So I went and I looked at the American Kennel Club and their tips. And so the first thing that comes up when you search that,
turn your air conditioners on.
No, it says that 4th of July is the day that more dogs go missing than any other day of the year.
True. My Great Dane, who was afraid of fireworks one year, ended up 3 miles from my house. I had let him out to go to the bathroom. A firework went off, and that was the last. So another tip is make sure you have your dog's harness on the night of the fireworks, collar or harness. Collars sometimes make me nervous because they're going to get, what if they're like freaking out and they choke themselves?
Well, I think with the collar,
your tags,
you got to have the tags on. So
my tags are on my dog's harness.
Yeah, if you have the tags on the harness, but you need to make sure that information on the tags is up to date, has your current address, your current phone number, whether it's on the tag or it's on the collar, it's on the harness, and also make sure that your microchip information, if you have them microchipped, is up to date as well.
I would say if you can, leave your dog in.
Don't let him out.
Like literally take him for a walk an hour before the fireworks. Let him do his poopy and potty, and like you're not going out until the next day. If
Absolutely.
Unless you have an emergency. If you have an emergency, collar, harness, tags,
leash, everything.
Leash, like have it on.
Yep.
And then the other thing is don't yell at your dog. Like I feel like the more you ignore your dog during the fireworks, the better. The more you go about I'm having a dance party. I'm like, whatever you're doing, the minute you sit down with them and go, oh, baby, it's okay. It's going to be over soon. It gets them jacked up.
The American Kennel Club would disagree with you.
Oh, they said, calm your dog.
They said, comfort your dog.
Well, I mean, whatever. We can agree to disagree.
That's right. You don't have
if you make a big deal out of it yourself, they feed off your energy.
Absolutely.
So if you're making a big deal out of it, I would, comfort your dog, but I wouldn't be excessive about it because then they know something's wrong.
They also said, and I've done this, put their beds in your closet.
They're going to go there anyway. They're going to be in there. You know what, Lauren, put your dog bed in the bathtub. Why don't you do that?
That's really where I need to put it.
Because they're going to be there anyway.
Yes, they jump in the bathtub. I don't know. It's just their safety thing. But they're saying that like, it's not only the flashing lights and the noise, it's also the scent. And I also, and I also know it's the uncertainty. And that's another reason why they're scared during thunderstorms. It's because they don't know when that next loud sound is going to come.
Yeah.
And so there's this feeling of uneasiness about when is it going to pop next or when is it going to thunder next.
You could, I mean, it's a little late now, but the weeks leading up to it, like play fireworks sound effects in your house.
You could, absolutely.
Like just play some fireworks randomly when you're cooking dinner and watching TV and not make a big deal out of it.
Right. And I think that's desensitizing them as well.
I just feel bad. I feel bad for anybody who's got a dog, an animal, a horse, any animal that's afraid of fireworks, because you are in for a ride the next few days.
The next few weeks.
The next few weeks.
Yeah. Oh. So, I mean, I always feel badly. Ollie is not afraid of fireworks or thunder.
But here's my question. You've got 3 dogs. 2 are like petrified. Ollie doesn't feed off their fear and get afraid.
No.
Really?
No, not at all. He's fine.
You're
He's
lucky.
just hanging out. He's looking out the window. He's
really?
Yes. And you all can see Ollie on TikTok. He's made his TikTok debut.
Yeah, they're all up there. I love it. So
you can
follow
see my
us.
fur baby.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. Like when the fireworks happen around here, I'll go outside with a martini and Jack and I will sit there and watch him. And he'll be like, oh my God, when's the next one? Like,
no.
He's so desensitized that if I ever get another dog, I will be taking him to the car wash once a week for 6 months. Because I really think, why is he not afraid?
I don't know. There are some dogs that don't go to the car wash that aren't afraid.
That's true.
I think it's just the nature of your dogs. I don't know why, but I do everything I can. I have tried the CBD. I have tried the desensitization.
That was also on my list.
Yeah.
The CBD.
Yeah, I've tried it. It didn't.
And what did it do? Anything? Did they drool? Did it do anything?
No, it did nothing. So my only question that I would have, and if I was to try the CBD again, is should it be given every day leading up to when you think the fireworks are going to be going off, because then it's in their system?
Oh, geez. We have to look that up.
We're going to have to look that one up.
I mean, I for sure wouldn't just give my dog CBD for the first time. I would make sure I want to know how they reacted.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like you tried it before the fireworks? Have you?
I did it on the day of the fireworks. Like when
But before that, had they ever had it before?
No.
So yes, that's what I'm saying. Like you might want to test it out. I wouldn't test it out firework night.
No, but I'm sure there's other treats that there's we have distilleries or whatever they're called right down the street. I'm sure they have dog treats. Dispensary.
She does not smoke marijuana, obviously. I don't either, but I know it's dispensary and I know a distillery.
Oh, well, that's why I know
distillery is the cocktail. Anywho, you could try that. You can call your vet and get medication if you want to. That's what I did. But boy, it sent my dog for a loop. I thought it was going to kill him.
It's awful. It's awful.
It was awful.
Awful. I understand it's fireworks and I'm willing to deal with it because it is a kind of a national holiday or what, but can we cut it off at like 9:30, 10 o'clock?
Lauren last time said, can we do silent fireworks?
I did.
They have silent fireworks.
Can everybody wear
freaking headphones?
Oh my gosh, they do silent discos. Why can't they do a silent fireworks?
I don't know, but here's another thing I wanted to look into and I forgot to do it before this episode. A lot of groomers, when they're grooming your dog, and I would suggest it if it was because my dog has floppy ears, they will put cotton in your dog's ears, like a cotton ball, so that water doesn't get in. I'm wondering if anybody has done this, let me know. I'm wondering if you could take a cotton ball and just kind of put it there. I mean, obviously it's not going to go in your dog's ear anyway, but put it in there before the fireworks and see if that helps.
I'll try.
I mean, you might want to try it. Let's look into it for you.
Okay.
And then
we'll try it and I'll report back.
And she'll report because I think you can. I think that might be the key for your dogs is a little cotton ball each year, a little treat, done.
And all they're going to do the whole time is just get it out. Like we're going to do this in my ear.
Anyway. Isn't that the cutest dog with headphones right behind my head?
It is adorable. I love that picture.
All right. So I would just say, listen, exercise your dog before the fireworks. Get them good and tired and turn on your air conditioners, your TV. There's not much else you can do at this point.
No. And comfort them. Let them be in the bathtub or the closet or wherever they need to be.
Yeah, if they're going to be there, they're going to be there. And make sure all of your information is on your dog tags.
Yes. Your microchip is up to date if you have one.
Yeah.
Make sure all your fences are secure.
Yep. Yes.
If you're going out in the backyard.
Well, I would put them on a leash. My dog would not. Firework night, my dog is on a leash.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way when my Great Dane went missing for like a day.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, listen, let's wrap it up. We need to have another cocktail, but we are going to be back. Our next episode, by the way, I'm super excited for the next episode. It's all about flea and tick. I know. We have some great all natural options and I have tested almost all of them out, which is kind of cool. And I've got a new thing I've been doing ever since I've been doing it. No ticks on my dog. And I'll tell you what it is. Okay.
And I have tricks too.
Do you trick? I do. All right. Listen, thanks for watching Down with Dogs podcast. Next episode all about fleas and ticks. Boom, boom. Cheers.
Cheers.
And then obviously an all Charlie update. Make sure he's still pooping fine.
He hopefully will still be pooping fine.
I hope he is too. Check us out on YouTube. We're on TikTok. Follow us, like, subscribe, and send us any questions you want or any topics you want us to cover. Just two besties talking about dogs. Again, we're not veterinarians. We're crazy dog moms.
That we are.
Crazy.
Bye.
Bye.